And we are back.
All right, I have a couple ideas,
All
and
right,
we're gonna
you
need
spent.
a numbering system so that we can talk about these easier. Here's what
Can
I
you
propose for the
say
numbering
across and
system.
down? I could do that.
Across and down. Yeah, okay,
As
sure.
in, like,
So then, yeah, 5 6. Sorry, 5 5.
that
You
one?
swap 5 5 and then 5 4, or sorry, 4 5. Yep,
4,
4 5.
5. This one?
4 5. And just see what happens. I just want to see.
I think we had it this way earlier, and I don't think it worked well. Oh,
Right. Sorry. And then can you swap 5 2
5, 2.
and see what happens?
Sure.
Hmm. Have did we use 4 5 yet? No, I think you need to keep
You think 4,
1
5?
5 the same, but then 4 5 needs to get swapped.
I swapped. Wait, no,
Oh,
that's not 4, 5.
you
Sorry.
swapped 5 6, I think.
I did swap 5, 6. Sorry. 4, 5. I did swap 4. Yes, we used. Do you want me to try
Right.
4,
So what
4?
happens if we keep it there?
Here?
Yeah.
It goes around.
Yeah.
The thing goes around. It doesn't work.
Okay.
Unless. Hang on. Let's see. Let me not just say things. Let me try things.
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't work if you do it the other way with 4 5, right?
Well, here's my thinking.
Yeah, no.
But my thinking was you change 5, 6. Or sorry, yeah, 5, 6. And then here's what I think. Right? You change this.
Oh. Uh-huh. So now that's gonna send a green one out.
Yeah, that is gonna send a green one out.
So if
And you can't really
you
change that.
Yeah, no, this is the other thing I was thinking is like we could work backwards because there are some ones that have to be there.
Yeah.
Let me just it's 10 by 6. So 10 6 and 10 9 have to be that way.
Yeah. Why does 10...
Which also
Why does 10... Wait, what do you mean 10, 9? What the fuck is 10, 9?
sorry, 10 5.
I was like, what the fuck is 10, 9?
Sorry. Yeah,
Good.
10 6 and 10 5. But then when it comes to 8 5, it could be either or.
Fair enough. No, okay. We had this a different way before that was working.
Can you change 8 5 and just see what happens? 10 5? Oh, I guess you need to change 8 6 also. No, okay. So we can't send it down that way, I think. Because where's the red one ending up? I don't even know if we're getting the red one that far.
I don't know. We were getting it
Can you
farther before.
Yeah, can you check again? Just like see. I just want to see where the red one. I wasn't watching where the red one was. I was just looking at the path. Okay, so the red one gets to the second slot.
And then if this moves up, it gets to...
Then the green one will... Or sorry, no, the red one will get to the fourth slot. Uh-huh. Oh, wait. Leave it as it was and change 1 7.
1 7.
No.
Oh, sorry, you mean 7 1.
Yeah, 7 1, sorry. And then 6 1.
Yeah.
Close.
No, it can't go that way. So we're not close.
We're... I think the one that you have your... or had your stylus over.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. No, because that sends it back. So how can we do... I think we need to do a little loop in the bottom right. So can you set it up so that we're just expecting it to... So 8, 5 goes that way. Yeah, and then 8, 6 goes the other way. I think that might fuck things up, but let's just see. I just want to see.
Let's just see it.
Yeah, right. Okay. So yeah, that has to be that way. And that's just going to send a green one out. That's why we had it the other way. Yeah, switch them both back. So this does get the red one to the last spot.
But the problem isn't about getting it to the last spot. It's about getting things in a position that something can knock into the last spot, which is different because there's only really one path, right?
Well, we have to get it into the last spot because the path absolutely crosses that last spot. So the first part is getting it there. The second part is getting something to then hit it.
And not knocking the green drink, which means it's different.
Yeah. And it can't be 10-6 or 10-5 because that either of those changing means you cannot get it out.
Yeah, that's true. So this has to be this. This has to be this. Which means the only thing that can knock into this has to be it knocking...
coming from the left.
But then how do you knock the green out? Okay? So...
which means I think if you work backwards...
Needs to be either hit up or down. Which means something needs to come down here, knock down to go to there, go up...
That's the thing we were thinking about, right? But then it knocks out.
Is there a way we can not knock it out, though?
I think if we come down from left. Yeah, try things out. If you have ideas, please don't.
No, that doesn't work, because that's not going to knock into the right spot.
Right, because 8-6 needs to go the other way, otherwise it knocks out on the bottom.
So then does it actually need to... Do we know that it needs to come from up?
It needs to come from left.
It needs... Okay,
for the
no,
final spot.
I see something, Claire.
Okay, all
right. Let me pitch you on this. Here's what needs to happen. Red needs to come up to 9, 1. It needs to knock down into the green. The green hits 9, 6. 8.
This
6,
is what I was thinking
8,
with
5,
the loop. Yes.
Into the red, into there. So what we actually need to
this
figure
is what
out
I was
how do we
thinking.
get the red to be here?
Right.
That's the
without
actual
changing
question.
any of the configuration of 10. What are all the ones that are needed for that? 10, 6, 10, 5, 8, 5, 10, 8, 6,
and
9,
9,
6.
6.
And that's it? That's the
9,
only ones
1,
we can't
and 9,
change?
1 also.
And 9, 1. Okay. So the bottom...
Which 9, 1 means we need 7, 1.
Okay,
7,
and then
1...
what about 7, 5? I think 7, 5 has to change.
I think you're right.
Which means 6, 5 has to change.
Which means...
that one could be either way.
That one could be either.
Just depends where it's coming from.
Yes. So now we have the ending.
It has to be that way because it can't come from the other way.
Yes. Yes, so...
I think no, as it is...
How could it come from this way, though? Because it come around.
Sorry,
No, but can't.
I think... Yeah, no, it has to be that because the other way, if it comes from the other way, it has to come from right, but nothing can come from the right because nothing will knock it down. Unless we change one that we've... Yeah, let's take a look. So I think this knocks a green one out, yeah.
So it basically needs to get into that spot.
Yeah.
Which means we need to actually manipulate the first part of this to get The green's out of the way. Which means we need to rethink this.
Yeah, well, I think this is why working backwards was good, because there's some solid things that just are true. And then we can play around with the other ones.
Here's where it gets tricky for my spatial mind, yeah. At this point.
Yeah.
Because now we're messing with the different, like, greens.
Oh, there's where... So I think that one has to be the way it is, unless... Okay. Unless... Yes, it has to be it has to be the way we had it, because... Yeah, the other way. Because, if... Here's the proof. By contradiction. Assume it goes the other way. If it does, it has to come from the right. However, to come from the right, it has to come from the bottom. However, we've already discerned that the one below that needs to be the way it is. Therefore, we cannot do it.
Because there's no way to bounce it from the top.
Proof by contradiction.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means
we need to get the red to knock into here.
Either from the top.
So let's say the red goes here, here, here.
Or
it's
the
knocking
left.
The green. That's a problem.
Yeah. So what about if it comes from the left?
To knock the green from up here? No.
No, or from the left.
No, we can't knock it from the left, because then how will it knock into the red?
Well, I'm just working backwards.
What I'm saying is, how does the green get out of here and the red get into this spot?
I don't think... the problem with working backwards is we kind of just have to assume the red is somewhere, and then we have to figure out how to get the red there.
Sure. I'm saying how do we...
So assume the red is there. How do we
get the red here?
Yeah, exactly. So assume the red is there, and we want to knock something in.
Has to get...
Either...
Am I wrong in assuming that the green needs to get knocked from above?
Above or left. This is what I've been saying. Because look at 6.
Okay, so then we need to knock this
4.
Green. No, but here's the problem, though. If we knock the green from the left, it's going to bump onto 8. 8.
No,
4.
6-4. Look at 6-4.
No,
if it comes from the left of 6-4.
Sure, but carry it through. Red comes from 6-4. Knocks into green. And green knocks into 8.
We're assuming red is in position 4 from...
right,
green
because
4.
There's only 2 options for where red can be.
Yeah.
Which is up and here.
It needs to do a little loop at the bottom. Sorry, I didn't notice when those were sent. Okay. So let's assume one way and work backwards, and if it doesn't work, then we go with the other one. Proof by contradiction. So let's assume that it's this. So let's assume that we're coming from above. That means that 6-1 has to go the other way, which means 5-2 has to go the other way, which means...
Why does 5-2 have to go the other way?
Because if it is this way, it isn't coming from anything.
But if 5-2 goes this way and something knocks into it, it goes out.
Well, I'm working backwards, right? Work the path backwards. So you're assuming something is coming towards it. If you have it the other way, the only way that it would come from is either up, and up is where we're coming from, or right. So therefore, we'd have to assume it's coming in from the right. However, there's nothing there, so therefore it can't be that way.
Does 8-4 have to be the way it is?
Does 8-4 have to be the way it is? No, I don't think we've included it in anything yet.
Okay, because this is my pitch, is that this goes this way.
Uh-huh. Which then means 7-1 needs to be the other way.
7-1? Why?
Because you're coming in from above, or are you thinking coming in from the left? You could come from above or left.
But you can't come from above because there's no other way to get to 9-1. with this setup.
You're right. So it has to be coming from the left. Perfect.
So it has to be coming from the left.
It has to be coming from the left.
Yeah, so we need
therefore
the red to be coming from the left, knock into this green, green go, boop, knocks the red, boop, boop, boop.
So now it can either be coming from above or below on 6-4. No, 6-4? Yeah, right? Wait.
6.
Sorry, I was looking at it wrong.
6-4, yes. But in order for it to get there, we need to get this green out of the way.
Well, assume red is there.
Assume red is there. How did we get to there? Okay.
We have a green coming from either above or below.
Yes, the green could come from...
Right? So if it comes from above, then we're getting to... Okay.
Sorry, I'm orienting myself. That can change, yes. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of scheming.
Sure.
You can keep talking or thinking if you'd like.
I'm kind of thinking it's... Oh.
Close.
So close. Okay. So what did we get to? We got to... Can either come from above or below. So if I'm coming from below instead on 6-4, that means we're coming from 2-4, which means then I have to assume the red is there. And if I assume red is there, oh.
So if this green's out of the way, then we're in a good spot, which means how do we get this green out of the way before getting the red into that spot?
What do you mean out of the way?
Yeah, that's not really a thing, is it?
No, it's a swap.
It's a swap.
So, okay, while you were doing that, I was thinking 6-4, I think, needs to be the other way.
Can it be the other way?
Well, then we're coming from 2-4.
You said 2-4.
Right? Because then we'd be coming from this one if it's the other way.
Sure, but no.
You have neither of them the way that I'm saying.
It can't be that way.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the other. Yeah, it has to be this way. Like
wait, this way?
No.
This way.
Yes.
Yes, the way that it was.
And then you have to have 6-4 the other way. That's what I'm saying.
Can you do that though?
Are we using 6-4? I guess we are using 6-4 for the other.
In our current... So maybe we have to.
Oh, so then it has to be coming from the top. Okay, all right. We have another truth. All right, then that means that has to be that way.
But it can't come from the top, Claire.
Why not?
Where do you mean the top?
Sorry, I should be clear. When I'm talking about things, I'm gonna say like up 6-4 if I mean it's coming in from above to hit 6-4. I'm saying above, like it's coming in from above to hit 6-4. That's what I'm gonna use that notation for.
Sure.
So it has to be up 6-4 because if it's down 6-4, we talked about that. So that implies that 6-1 and 5-1 are correct. 5-2 is correct. 4-2 is correct. 4-5 is correct.
But these can't all be correct, can they?
We haven't talked about 5-5 yet, but that's So then 1-5 could be the other way, along with 1-3. Nope, 1-3 can't change.
So, but then 1-5 can't be the other way because 1-3 will knock anything out. Here's where I think we're gonna. Here's where I'm feeling like we're getting stuck. Right? It's
Did you
here.
just do it? No. Well, the thing is, it's there, but then what are we doing to get it back there, right? We have to change 7-1 to get back there.
What do you mean we have to change 7-1 to get back there?
Because the red is ending up in position 3, right?
Is ending up in position 3? The position of
Sorry, I'm positioning them as like where they are. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from left to right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that red's ending up there and then nothing's knocking it.
Yeah, so in order to like hit it, if we're coming from the way that we are, then 7-1 has to change in order to hit it. Along with 6-1.
But 7-1 can't change.
Okay.
If we're coming from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Which means is this whole thing kaput.
Well, does that mean we can come from the left on
I have
sorry, can we
Okay.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
No, this is gonna require changing everything.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Here's my pitch to you. 10-3 is important here. 10-3, we knock into here. Now.
Can't do that.
Yes, you can.
No.
No, you can't. Because you can't come at it from this angle, can you? Ah! Okay. So then... But I do think that this one's important.
Sure. I mean, I think they're all important.
But I mean, we're not using it right now.
Yeah, I think it's earlier in the rotation. Because it affects position 3, right? That's the one it affects.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about what has to be true, okay? Right.
Yep.
Now. So what has to... If I'm coming from it forward, we've gone from it backward for a while. I'm gonna look at
those two have to be the way they are. Yep.
Then this knocks into here.
That one has to be the way it is.
Why?
And then, well, the other way goes out.
Yep, sure, true.
That one can be either way. That's when we start to diverge.
Okay, so what happens if it's this way?
Right. So if it goes up, then that one has to be the other way, which means but then the one that it breaks is one we changed actually to get it there, so therefore it doesn't work in this configuration.
Yeah. So then we have to go at it in this configuration. We go at it this way.
And we have to get right. And now we were saying that 7-1 has to be that way.
If we're coming at it from the top, which we can only come at it from the top.
I don't...
What other way would you come at it? To get the green out of the way.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Come from the left on that one. You
can't come in from the left because then it'll just knock
it would be
green.
a larger loop. You'd need a larger, more divergent loop.
And I don't think you can do that. These are all direct diagonals. You can't do larger loops with that.
Well, it would just be like, I guess it'd be like a non-square loop. So basically when you replace a glass with the red to regain the red from the other axis, so like if you come in left, right, you have to regain the red with up, down, vice versa. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, where is it getting stuck? I'm trying to remember. And we can't do this because... We can't do this because... And we can't do this because... Oh, I know what. We can't do this. Yeah, that's fine. And we can't do this because... Did I get it back to where it was? I keep feeling like we're one away, and that's not true.
I don't know. We are not one away. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get stuck in place 3, so we should be looking at the axes on 6-3.
Yeah, which means it's this one. This one can't change. Is the problem.
Yeah, how do you gain that's one of the things I was thinking is you either have to come from above or below, or left. I guess you could also come from right.
This axis. Yeah, because you can't come from this.
Well,
way.
you could come from above that.
But you can't because you can't change this.
Well, oh, you can't change that? Then therefore, yeah, we've ruled out left. And I think we ruled out right also, right? Because we can't change that.
Because right would have to come from up there and around, and that doesn't work. Because this can't change. Which means...
Okay.
Is the whole thing broken?
Which means, well, up to the point... Well, this is why we're working backwards with the logic, is like, if we're narrowing down what can't be, you know, what's left, etc. Yeah. So that means position 3 can either come from above or below on the reset.
What is that? What do you mean the reset?
Right, because it has to cross twice. If it swaps with the green, it has to swap back to red.
Sure, yeah.
So it can either come from above or below. And so if we want to rule one of those out, we have to assume one and keep going and narrow it down.
On what you're saying.
Well, assume we want to get it. So, okay, so we have it set up so that it comes from position 3, right? Working backwards, we've set it up so that it swaps 5, 4 correctly, and now we have to go 3.
Sure. I kind of want to come at it forwards.
Sure.
Okay. This one has to be here. This one has to be here. This one has to be here. This one can diverge. Let's play out all the options of both directions, okay?
Sure. Wow, there's a lot.
I know. So direction 1, this one doesn't work, so this has to be there. which means it has to go into here, and it can't be there because it'll go out. So this is the correct configuration for direction 1. The only one. And this will result in a... What does this result in? Red going there. This results in red going out here, hitting this. Holy fucking shit.
Nice. Good job.
There is a clear contradiction in this puzzle.
No, there isn't,
Your
Phoenix.
Honor.
We figured out the contradiction. Fuck you. God damn. Oh
Good
my
job.
god. Oh, that was a
That was
rush.
hard. That was fun. I like that.
That was so much fun. That was like
that was 30
finding
minutes,
that-
but like that, I feel like if that was the game where it's just like, let's do a puzzle for 30 minutes and then it's kind of just chill, like that's the vibe, I'm down.
The thing is I feel like finding that specific knife is the rush that I feel like I'm supposed to be getting from the court segments, where I'm like, aha, there you are. And I just am not getting that from the court segments because often the contradiction is like very shaky.
Right, yes.
And so I appreciated that experience of being able to be like, wait a minute, why can't we do that?
Mm-hmm.
God, that was great.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Nicely done yet again. You know, that's freshly squeezed tomato juice in that challenge. Everyone's obsessed with tomato juice in this fucking town.
This is like a classic translation thing.
You can drink it if you want.
Tomato juice, huh? Thanks for the offer, but I'm more of a grape juice guy myself.
What the fuck are they translating here?
They're talking about red wine and like a purple wine, I guess.
People have been drinking alcohol in this game.
Or sorry, a white wine. It'd be a white wine.
But people have been drinking alcohol in this game. Why not just say wine?
Have they been saying alcohol? I don't think they've been talking about alcohol.
I guess they didn't fucking say.
This is what I mean.
The cup with the skull on it is alcohol.
It's poison, not alcohol.
I fucking hate. Listen. I hate fucking this sort of stupid nonsense censorship. This is not gonna do anything except confuse people. I hate it, man. I hate it. If it's tomato juice, then it's not edibles only, and Luke could have done the puzzle. You're so right.
I thought she was talking about the knives.
This is what you're saying! Fair. Oh my god.
But wait, if that's tomato juice, why can only grown-ups try solving this puzzle?
Them's the rules. There's a tale that says the one who can successfully slide the red glass and solve the puzzle will fall in love with their soulmate.
Whoa, really? Mr. Wright, you and Rouge have become fast friends, haven't you? Do you think you'll both find your soulmates? No, Luke, I can say with certainty, I don't think so.
So funny. This is the worst writing. It's
Welcome
awful.
to Worst Foot Forward, the whole conceit.
I know. Who are we talking to next, Cutter or the Bard?
Your choice.
Do you want to do some singing, or do you want me to do?
I wouldn't qualify what I do for Bardley as singing, but I'm happy to go.
You do that, and then I'll
go with
Cutter.
Sure, okay.
That's the puzzle fucking signal. That's the signal for the puzzles.
The puzzle signal. Wee woo, here we are, we're at the puzzle signal. But Bardley, what are you doing in a place like this? Oh, I know, I bet you perform here, don't you? Yes, indeed, my tantalizing, tasteful tunes reach even the most dubious parts of Labyrinthia. This tavern is home to a variety of musical palettes. Say, you're not the only bard in town, are you? There's that other guy, Birdley, right? Good sir, the mere mention of that foul-loving fellow fiddler wounds me greatly. And now a song. A rival of mine in this town doth play, his outfit absurd, his rhymes most cliché. He stood there in a court, parrot by his side, for there was a witch who had to be tried. Rival, sheesh, never would have thought being a bard would be so hard. And just overnight, a star did he become, the town was a buzz, he gets all the fun. Hence why, good sirs, in the town square I play and I play, yet not a single soul pays heed to my dulcet tones. I see. So you're saying that Birdley stole the stage from you, is that it? Yes, quite. Can you see how terrible, terribly tragic, how tragically terrible his music, magic? And then I was suddenly struck with an idea, as if from the storyteller himself. The problem is that I do not have the melodious musical accompaniment of a parrot, unlike you-know-who. So, you think you need a parrot too? If I could get my musical mitts on 2 parrots, it would surely send my popularity amongst the people sky high. And that's the puzzle. Get me parrots. Fetch me parrots.
So we're all agreed that Bardley is here to, like, for some sort of nefarious purpose, right? He's buying drugs, right? Or something.
This town's not big enough for 2 bards, despite having a decently sized population given the crowd at the witch trials and parades.
Yeah, so true.
This town's not big enough for 2 bards, despite having a decently sized population given the crowd at the witch trials and prods.
So funny. Here's a room full of parrots, each of whom is wearing a hat. Fuck yeah! Each parrot needs a
Get
partner
these
wearing
parrots
the same style
a
of
hat.
Draw a line with the stylus to match each partner with corresponding partner. Note that the lines drawn cannot intersect.
Dun dun dun. Oh, this is a graph. Thank you for making bard and parade rhyme. You're so welcome.
Okay, so it's like incredibly obvious to me that these 2 are linked.
Sure. It's just that they have to be facing the right way, right?
No, they just have to have the same hat, right?
Is that it? Okay.
Same style.
Yeah, this is just so this is what's called a what is it called in graph theory? Where lines never cross. Shoot, I don't remember. But there is a formula. Sorry, not in a formula. There's a proof that you can only have up to a fully connected 5 graph that is planar. It's a planar graph. Which means it works on a plane. And that, if you turn it into a 3-dimensional object, is a D20.
That's cool. I have a theory. This.
Sure. I think I see the solution. Yeah, I see the solution.
What would you do next?
I don't think it's that. I think you got this.
Yeah, like these and then these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then these and these and these.
There's like multiple solutions.
I'm always like, oh man, this one's gonna be so hard because we had such a hard one, and then I just end up over.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a harder version of that one, actually. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, probably. I do love a puzzle you can solve multiple ways.
There we are, Bardley. You've got lots of parrots to choose from. Now you won't have to perform by yourself anymore. Too many parrots! What? There are simply too many adorable parrots to choose from. I cannot decide which I want. I want them all to sing with me. Now that is something I would pay to see.
Just one guy surrounded by, like, 20 parrots.
Just an organ of parrot. Like, every parrot gets a different note, and you just squeeze them, and they play a different note.
Yeah. So true. Hello there, lads. I take it you slept like rocks last night.
Definitely. Thanks a lot. But I have to say the room was definitely unique. I mean, especially that statue.
So you noticed. Why, that's where I keep all of my artistic works in progress. Betcha you lot must have felt mighty safe sleeping under my stone brother's watchful eye,
If by safe you mean kind of creeped out, then yes, never felt safer. Hey, Mr. Cutter, do you happen to be a sculptor?
Ho ho, sharp as a wit you are, lad. That's right, I'm the best sculptor in all of Labyrinthia. At least I think so. Thing is, there's a rumor going around that modeling for my sculptures ain't none too good for your health, if you catch my drift.
I think so? That, sounds kind of ominous.
So, not many people want to be models. That's why I've got no choice but to rely on the old noggin here.
Wow, you mean you sculpt from memory? You must be incredibly gifted, Mr. Cutter.
Ha! Allow me to demonstrate, lad.
Don't know what you're talking about, fan. This has been his voice the whole time. That was amazing! You sculpted that statue in no time! You didn't even stop once! By the way, who is this supposed to be? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
This bloke? He's an old friend of mine. Well, was an old friend of mine. Gone now.
I see.
So, what do you say? How about a complimentary sculpture from yours truly?
I think we'll pass.
Fan, what are you talking about, Sonic? Like, this has always been what his voice sounds like. I don't know what you're talking about.
Start gaslighting our audience members.
Start? What do you mean, start? I've been gaslighting them the whole time.
Oh, I see.
I've been gaslighting you, too. You don't even know it.
Damn.
But what I mean to say is, you're crazy. What the fuck are you talking about?
This place is so different during the day. It's absolutely bustling. Vegetable vendors, tailor shops, bazaars. There are lots of different shops all over the place.
Sorry, I just thought of a word.
Don't know why I read it with that inflection.
I just thought of a world where Luke said bussin', and then I'm thinking about, like...
Bussin'?
Like... I'm thinking about brain rot, Luke.
I don't have brain rot.
Skippity ribs this, Professor. Can you say that in your Luke voice, Claire, please?
Sorry, can you say it again? I need to...
Skibbity riz this, Professor.
Can you skibbity riz this, Professor?
Thank you.
There you go. You're welcome. Oh, sorry, this is mine. It looks like this must be the marketplace. Sorry, we got so deep in the skibbity riz.
Yeah, of course.
The marketplace? That sounds like fun. How about we take a look around while we check for clues? But Mr. Wright, we have to make sure we focus on the investigation as well, okay? Wow, Luke is super serious. Huh? Hey, Mr. Wright, look! Isn't that Mr. Knightley and Miss Mary standing over there?
It's Nightle, but...
Nightle? Whatever, he's not important. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, Espella did say that Miss Mary's farm is somewhere around here, didn't she? I don't see any knights around anywhere. I wonder what Nightle is doing here. Knightley.
I mean, I guess we're talk to Nidal or Miss Mary. I mean, you're both
Hey,
of them. So.
Nitlay on the Nightlay.
Do you remember his voice?
Am I? Oh God, I am Nidal, aren't I?
You sure are.
Mr. Nidal, is that you? What are you doing around here? Is it not obvious? I'm selling potatoes. I see. I shall never forget that fateful day, that fateful witch trial. Truth is, the following morning I had an entrance exam to join the Order of Knights. Is that right? But the night of that trial, what happened in that courtroom? That was also the night you made me a complete laughingstock. And not only that, because you dragged that trial so late into the night I overslept. So, you must have ended up being late to your exam, huh? That's totally not my fault. Well, good luck on the next exam, Mr. Nidal. I have abandoned such a title. I live, eat, and breathe potatoes now. Potatoes are my life.
Bro, you say that so sadly. This is a direct upgrade. Potatoes overnight any day. Any fucking day.
True. The journey of a potato seller is a long and arduous one. You may now address me as Spudley. All right, Spudley, I'll take 2 potatoes, please. You have my thanks, Sir Blue Knight.
I have a question for you. Do you think that a potato seller is a potato farmer who also sells potatoes, or a potato broker who takes potatoes from all the people who actually grow the potatoes and then goes and sells them at a markup?
I guess it depends who's selling them.
I just feel like it's really crucial. Right, I think broker. And the idea of him...
Right, I would assume it would be the broker, because...
But is this town big enough for there to be a full-on potato broker? I mean, I guess if you're the potatoes... If you're storing the potatoes, maybe, right? And you're, like, you know, trying...
Well, I don't think that's how it normally... Sorry. Actual farm logistics is usually what they're doing is, like, you can have a middleman who is essentially, like, taking your stock and, like, already like making the plan based on your harvest about like where it's gonna go. So like then you have another person who's in charge of like shipping and whatnot.
Yeah, but there's no shipping in this town, so that job would be one person's job.
Also
right?
Spudley's.
Yeah, so Spudley's would be taking the potatoes and then like shipping, taking them around, you know, all that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, Spudley has definitely not been growing potatoes.
No, there's no way.
Fresh milk of Labyrinthia. You won't find a bargain like this anywhere else. Oh, we meet again. Are you here to purchase some of my fine milk?
Oh, I'm afraid not, sorry. We'll be sure to pick some up next time. Anyway, you didn't happen to see any knights come by here, did you?
Knights? No, not today. Speaking of which, I heard there was a big to-do over at the witch trial last night. You wouldn't have something to do with that now, would you?
No, we didn't do a thing, did we, Luke?
That's right. We didn't do anything, honest. Well, all right. Well, okay, that's a relief. We wouldn't want Mummy's little milk muffin getting all spooked because of your antics, now would we?
I don't like milk muffin. I don't like little...
You don't like muffin. Mummy's little milk muffin?
Bah!
Yes, ma'am. Will, be careful not to spook your little milk muffin.
If someone called me a milk muffin, I would not like that.
Petition to change Brianna's name to Milk Muffin.
No,
It
don't.
seems like the knights haven't been looking for us here.
I guess not. I'd really like to stick around and see what other information we can find around here.
But the only other people around here look a little shady, if you ask me. I like to profile people.
All the more reason we should ask. I'm sure they've heard all sorts of rumblings about out here.
He was taught to profile people by Layton.
That's true.
Espella must be a nervous wreck waiting for us to get back with some information.
See, this is the good part about it, Fen. Milk Muffin is too close to Milf Muffin.
It makes me
Milk
think
Muffin.
about mommy milkers, and I.
It makes me think of the fuck, what's the music video? Milkman. Like fuck, what's her name? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you mean.
Anyways, we can't go back empty-handed, right? Look, they look shady. You spent the night on the crime tavern.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
You're right. Well then, let's get back on the case. How about we try looking over there, Mr. Wright?
In that cutscene over there.
Let's go towards the cutscene.
Yeah, one of them is a child.
Was that an explosion? What
Oh.
could have exploded like that?
Luke, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, I think I'm okay, considering.
That's a relief.
What could have caused that explosion? And of all places, why the middle of a marketplace?
Mr. Wright, do you think... could a witch have done this? We know they can summon fire and turn people into gold. There's no doubt about it. This has to be the work of magic.
I agree. At least, it sure seems likely.
We should investigate the area of the blast. Let's go, Mr. Wright. I'm sure we'll find something that'll give us a lead regarding the witches.
Right. And if we come across anyone injured, let's give them a hand, alright?
In that case, how about we split up? That's
Don't
never
split up.
gone wrong.
No, do not split up. Under no circumstances should you fucking split up.
I'll go and check that side over there, and
Oh
I'll
my
keep
God.
this blindfold on while I stuff my ears full of wool.
Okay, so he's going over there.
I see. There's nothing left anywhere around the area of the blast. Huh? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Don't worry about this side. The Ace Apprentice has it all under control.
Luke, I don't want you to die. I'm not ready for you to die.
I won't die. I'm not a woman.
You know what? I'm ready for you to die. All right. Can you read that
How
out?
about
What Fed said
we
in Luke's
keep-
voice?
Sorry?
Can you read out what Fed said in Luke's voice?
Oh,
I, the remarkably vulnerable minor, will separate from my guardian at this emergency site.
And I think we should take a break and then
perfect.
come back.
Yes,
to
I
this
do.
situation.
Let's do more exploring after we take a break.
Sounds good. Thank you, Luke. All right.
You're welcome.
All right. Back in a bit.